Welcome back to Biz Talk, everyone. I am your host, Rachel Weaver, and I have with me today Jake Linville. Jake is a certified public accountant that specializes in providing expert guidance tailored to the needs of businesses and individuals. Jake, it is such a pleasure to have you with us today.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
So I am going to dive right into a couple of questions. One regarding some challenges with nonprofit compliance, risk management, and financial challenges. So, given the evolving regulatory landscape for nonprofits, what specific measures do you recommend to ensure your clients not only meet compliance standards, but also stay ahead of the potential regulatory changes that might impact their financial management?
Sure. So, number one is always, especially if you have grants, read your grant award letters. And if you have them, you know what I'm talking about and know what's in them, know what's required of you that's in them, know the reports that are required that are in them, know that when the reports are due, what is supposed to be in them. Because when an auditor comes sniffing, they will catch you on technicalities that you should have been aware of. And as far as transparency, just make sure that you're transparent as possible. Just make sure that you read everything that you sign and that you keep a copy of it at ready at all times because you're going to need them. And make sure that everything that you do it in writing. Keep everything in writing. Don't mix personal and not-for-profit dollars. Make sure you have an established reimbursement process that's in writing so you can follow it. Make sure that everything's done correctly. And lastly, make sure that as you grow in dollar funding, especially from federal or subgrants from states that is federal money, make sure that you keep an eye on that dollar amount because when you hit $750,000, you're going to trigger an A133 audit, which is a technical term for a financial audit that is required. So you're going to need to set money aside for that.
Very important information to keep in mind. Wow, you would think it wouldn't be so difficult for someone trying to do charitable things, but it's really important details to remember for all of the nonprofits that are out there. So, can you tell us, in the realm of risk management, how do you productively identify or proactively identify and mitigate potential risk for nonprofit organizations?
Sure. Like I was saying before, read your grant award letter, know what's in it, know what reports are due, know when they are due, know the required format. And if you don't know how to do all that, hire someone that knows how to complete all of the reporting requirements and make sure that that person is not a procrastinator because unfortunately, not-for-profits, due to their limited funding, they end up operating in a chaotic type environment. And so make sure that you have somebody that is proactive and that doesn't put things off to the last minute. And lastly, don't get political. Just take the money and do what you agreed to do. Don't get up in the politics of the world. Just help the people that you say that you want to help and just help them.
Mhm. Such great information, especially for all of those nonprofits out there. Can you tell us where to find you?
Sure. You can find me at bookmycpa.com. It's spelled just how it sounds. And we have a tax season coming up. So we have a tax special. You can go to that website, click the pricing button or the store button right there in the middle and the white button. And you can go to our store, find anything that you're looking for as far as services, put in the code TAX, TAX, and you'll get 25% off. I'd love to help you.
Wow, very great information. Thank you so much for being with us, Jake. We look forward to having you again very soon. And with that, we will be right back after a commercial break.